Well, good morning. Thank you for joining us on this Friday or whenever you're watching this video. Today we're looking ahead to Sunday, and we're looking ahead to a message about a verse that gets talked about a lot. It's on a lot of coffee cups, it's on a lot of posters, it's kind of everywhere, and it's Jeremiah 29:11. And even if you don't know it from memory, you've probably heard it before. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you." This is the Lord's declaration: plans for your well-being, not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Or as the NIV says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you." And this verse is really encouraging when you first read it. And it's okay to hear that and be encouraged to know that God is on our side, and know that God is working out a plan that will be for the good of people. But there's a little bit of a danger that comes into play when you read this verse and you don't understand fully the context, because you can read this verse and if you take it out of context, you could make it mean that God wants to prosper me in the way that we think about prosperity, is the way of accumulation of wealth. That this says that God says that I'm going to have a bunch of money. I mean, it says it right there. He says that here that I'm not going to get hurt, not to harm me. His plan is not to harm me. And that's not really what's going on here, because in Jeremiah 29:11, God is speaking specifically to a nation. He's speaking specifically after a course of things that have happened, and he's talking about a scenario. And while it's good to study those things and to understand how God interacted in a moment, we can't always take a promise given to a nation and make it mean specifically what we would want it to mean for us today. And so what we're going to look at this Sunday is what's really going on in Jeremiah 29. What's the larger context of Jeremiah 29:11? And how does that fit in this narrative of I have plans to prosper you and not to harm you, when Jesus says, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart because I've overcome the world. And so how do those things all square up and line up as we continue in our series called True-ish? But today, take heart in the second verse that I said. Jesus says, in this world, you will have trouble, but take heart, for I have overcome the world. So as you're looking and going throughout your day, be encouraged that you can look up in any situation, that you can see beyond immediate circumstance. Because God is working out a plan that will ultimately be good for people. He's reconciling people to himself. But that doesn't mean in every moment you're going to be healthy, wealthy, and happy. There will be times when life is hard and you just have to look up. This summer has been a whirlwind for my family. An accident early in the summer has kind of trickled into every part of our calendar as we've tried to work out stuff with insurance and things like that. But through all of it, God has guided us and moved us and helped us and kept us in line with what he wants. And that's what we're trying to do as a family. My family is trying to stay closely behind what God wants for us. We don't always do it right, but we know that we can take heart in any situation because Jesus has overcome the world. So be encouraged today. But be encouraged because God is working out a plan bigger than any immediate circumstance. And this Sunday, we're going to look at what exactly is going on here in Jeremiah 29:11. Have a great day.